Good morning and welcome to Fresh, the show all about food, entertainment, design, and wellness. I'm Courtney Wallin, and on today's show, Craig will be at the American Countryside Farmers Market, as well as the dental offices of Dr. Brian and Dr. Gupta. And then Julie will be joining us later for our Elkhart County Living Magazine segment. But right now, we're going to talk food. We're at Mad Anthony's Old State Ale House, and with me is John Ravenscroft, the kitchen manager. How are you today?
Wonderful. And yourself?
Doing very well. This is my first time being here. It's fantastic. You walk in, it's in the Old State Theater that used to be here downtown Elkhart. Lots of character. Today we're going to be making some dishes and talking a little bit about the environment here. So what are we going to be making first?
We are actually making 3 different dishes. The first 2 are going to be our famous Philly cheesesteak, as well as a grouper sandwich. Probably hands down 2 of our most popular sandwiches that we have. And then also we're going to be doing a jambalaya unwrap, which is kind of like a pizza, but it's a very, very thin crust pizza, and that is one of our most popular. Very spicy, but very, very good. So.
And you said you really like spicy food, so that's one of your favorites.
Oh, absolutely. For me, I love spicy food, so I'm not afraid of it, not scared of it. So it's something I love. But we're going to start here with Wes. He's making our Philly cheesesteak first. It starts on our hoagies that we actually get from Nichols Bakery. Wonderful bakery. They give us great bread. You know, and obviously it's great to support local businesses in the area. You know, it's good to know they support us and we support them. So, you know, Philly cheesesteak obviously originated in Philadelphia, hence the name. You know, it starts with some sauteed onions, green peppers, and some mushrooms, and then some really thin cut beef. They ends up getting sliced up and added all together. And then it'll finally get topped off with some mozzarella. And you'll see as he cooks it the whole process of how all of it gets melded together and where the flavors and everything comes from as well. So
lots of good stuff. A very famous dish in general, but here, hands down, one of your most famous dishes. Now, let's talk about a little bit about the environment here. It was the Old State Theater, and you guys have kind of kept with that theme.
That is correct. You know, like I said, you know, and like you said, it was the Old State Theater. And part of it, the fun part about it was when you first walked in originally before we renovated it, it was just like a curved, obviously sloped floor. So we had to go through and we built a whole new floor over top of that, and opened it up, put some booths in the side, left the stage so that way we can't have live music and things like that. But because it was the Old State Theater and that was the first thing that people remember this area for, we wanted to stay with that theme. So when you first walk in, you'll see the big mural hanging up on the back wall that was painted by a gentleman by the name of Garth Taylor out of South Bend. Did a wonderful job and just has a lot of pictures of famous movie actors, characters, things like that. And then along the walls you'll see a lot of old movie posters, movie reels, popcorn buckets, things like that. So, and that's something that people love when they walk in, because a lot of people, you know, who are in this area that have lived here, you know, for their whole lives remember the State Theater. So when they come in, they see it in a totally different light, but it brings back a lot of memories. In fact, when you first walk in, there's a picture that shows the John Wayne marquee. And I've had guests say that, you know, I remember coming to this theater and seeing that marquee and actually seeing that movie in this theater when it was around. So, you know, and like I said, we wanted to keep with the whole, try and keep as much of the original theater as we could and stick with that theme. So
it's a great new business, but lots of nostalgia here. And real quick, you said, you know, you've got a lot of the old movie posters, and a lot of people will say, hey, I want to sit at Jaws, or, you know, different movies you guys have around the area, around the dining room. It's really neat, so they'll kind of pick their table.
Exactly. And, you know, and that's something that we kind of have fun with the guests. You know, they walk around, you know, and if they have a favorite movie poster that they see, you know, they'll say, hey, I want to go sit by Citizen Kane, you know, and it's something that for them, they can sit down and then it'll bring me, you know, kind of create a memory for them of when they saw Jaws in theater, or, you know, or when, you know, Wizard of Oz came out and things like that. So
that's a fun thing.
Exactly. So, and, you know, we talked about the Philly cheesesteak. Wes also has over here probably our second most popular sandwich. This is a blackened Florida grouper sandwich. Starts with a whole grouper fillet that is topped with some Cajun seasoning, and that is seared off and is lovely. And then it's finished off, you know, it is on a hoagie roll as well, topped with some jalapeno tartar, lettuce, and tomato, and one of our other real popular sandwiches. So.
Now, as we're wrapping up, no pun intended, let's talk about the unwrap. It's one of your famous things you have here. Tell the viewers a little bit about what it is.
Okay. Well, the unwrap is a 10-inch, you know, real thin crust. It's not a pizza, but it's not a wrap either. So it's kind of a combination between the two. Hence unwrap. So it starts with, you know, that real thin crust, and then the jambalaya one especially gets a little bit of marinara. Our jambalaya mix, which is real spicy. It's got, like, you know, those deep Cajun seasoning, the cayenne, things like that. So it will give your taste buds a kick. It's then topped with the mozzarella cheese, and then 6 jumbo shrimp are laid out all around it, and then that is served with our famous jalapeno tartar. So, you know, I mean, it's a regular tartar sauce, but it's got a lot more flavor. It's got that kick.
Lots of spice, and a lot of your foods have that, I've heard.
Exactly, yeah, and anything with jambalaya has a lot of spice. We have a wonderful Nolan's Trio, which is on our entree dish. It comes with a spicy Cajun redfish, as well as a chicken and sausage andouille jambalaya, and then 6 barbecue shrimp. And the barbecue isn't like a typical barbecue. It's a Louisiana-style barbecue, which has, you know, some of those Cajun seasonings, some of those Cajun flavors, but it's not over, that one actually in particular, it's not overly spicy.
Not too bad for those that don't like the real spicy.
No, exactly. But, you know, I said, I will warn you, the jambalaya, though, does have a kick, so.
A little bit of a kick, and what's with that jalapeno tartar.
Yeah.
Now, as we're wrapping up, you're making me very hungry. We've got some great dishes here, and we're actually going to get to taste them, and I'm sure they're wonderful. Now, how can the viewers at home contact you guys, get a hold of you, find out more information?
Okay, well, we are located at 526 South Main Street in downtown Elkhart. Our phone number is 293-5100. We do take reservations for parties of 8 or more. Other than that, it is first come, first serve. And we also do have a banquet room off to the side as well for the large parties. And if you want to do a private party, it does hold up to 50 people. And actually, we can even fit 60 people in there, you know, depending on the party. And like I said, you know, it's a banquet facility. If you want to do a wedding rehearsal, dinner, having a special private birthday party, things like that, that is available. And we also are on MySpace, or not MySpace, Facebook as well. And we are Mad Anthony's Ale House under Facebook. So come check us out, look us up, and we will have that. So, you know, keep you guys up to date on special events. You know, when we have live music. Like I said, this coming Tuesday, we are doing a Fat Tuesday party, a Mardi Gras party. We're going to have a live band, Elwood Splinters, as well as some. We're going to have a Cajun menu. We're going to do like oysters on the half shell, some peel and eat shrimp, as well as a crawfish boil. So
lots of authentic to that whole fun week.
Exactly, a lot of authentic New Orleans style things. And as well, we are going to be having a masquerade. Our employees will be dressing up and doing a masquerade, so everyone else is more than welcome to come dressed up and join in the party and just have a wonderful time. And we will have drink specials as well, and like hurricanes and you know traditional Mardi Gras drinks. So
thank you. Well, John, you're very, very knowledgeable, and we appreciate your time today. And if you haven't been on to Mad Anthony's Old State Ale House, make sure to come check them out. As you've seen here, they have some great food, lots of more things on the menu. And if you'd like to check them out, go to our website, myfresh.tv, or check them out on Facebook if you can. We'll be back after a short break, so stay tuned.